Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we have another team of the week predictions after a couple of days of not having team of the week predictions. We are back finally. I'm excited to have some team of the week predictions for you guys, especially since we finally have a Real Madrid player after all the disastrous stuff that has been going on. But yeah guys, if you guys could drop a like on this video if you guys are excited to see this week's team of the week, which actually looks very nice, especially if you played Foot Champs. Subscribe to the channel as well, turn your notifications on with the little bell icon down below, and make sure you follow all my social medias in the description down below. I have some big stuff coming up on a bunch of platforms. So yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna move to the side over here, and we're gonna start it off. So first player that we do have is one that like many people might be excited about, but at the same time it's like, okay, there's really do I really want to, because there's already better cards of him in the game. We have 83 rated striker Wayne Rooney, who's gonna get an inform this week for sure for getting his first MLS hat trick. I believe it was in DC United's opening game. I'm not actually sure if it was their first game, but I know it was one of the first. Like the MLS just started and Wayne Rooney managed to pick up a hat trick, I believe it was, and yeah, it was a very good game. He played very well, and this card actually looks pretty solid. Like he's gonna get upgraded from an 80 to an 83, and I just kind of boosted his stats a little bit more so they look a bit more appealing. So like 70 pace, 80 dribbling instead of like 69 pace and 78 dribbling, and instead of like 79 physical, I gave him 81, just so the card looks a bit better. But of course he already has the MLS, I think the MLS SBC, and then he also has a flashback which is like 90 rated. So if you already have those cards, then this inform doesn't really matter to you. Next up, we have a guy who actually I don't really know why he's getting an inform. Like I do know why he's getting an inform, but I was just like kind of shocked that he got man of the match, and that this is why he's in this week's team of the week predictions. And he actually looks like a very good goalkeeper and a very good card. Only problem in the game is that he does lack a bit of height, so that might be the only problem if you do get him as a red or an inform or whatever in this week's team of the week. But we have 86 rated goalkeeper Jordan Pickford, who managed to do very well in Everton's 2-0 win against Chelsea. Now, big win for Everton, really huge win for Everton, and very bad loss for Chelsea, man. Chelsea are now struggling. It doesn't look good for them to finish in the top 4, and my predictions for the Premier League season this year are looking very good, so I'm kind of happy about that, I guess. But Everton and Pickford managed to make 5 saves in the game, and he played very well. He got man of the match as well, got like a 7.7 rating, something like that, and managed to pick up a clean sheet as well, of course. 2-0, big win for Everton, big win for the boys, and looks like a very good card. Now this next one, man, I would usually make some funny remarks, or I would usually leave this one to last, but I guess we'll just do it in the middle of the episode. And I don't know, I usually have like a bit of fun when I introduce him and like try and have a couple digs or take the piss out of some Barca fans. But you know what, I'll be serious this time. We have a man who played very well this weekend. I saw his last goal, and then he played very well. Seriously. I like how his goals were, and Barcelona played very well this weekend. But this week we have a very high rated inform. It's going to be tricky to get him in the team of the week because he already has a hero card, he already has a team of the year, he already has like a bunch of cards. But I guess we're giving him another card, right, EA? If EA ignore this, I don't know how they would, but it would just be kind of ridiculous in my opinion. We have 98 right wing Messi. That's what we have. Yeah, it's a very good card with a very nice picture as well. And yeah, that's basically it. Next card is actually one that he has been on the kind of like rise over the last couple years and has been doing very well. And he kind of hit his peak last year. Now he's kind of declining a bit, not playing as much, not playing as well, but he's still scoring goals and he's still getting informs and special cards and all that stuff. So props to him. We have a very big inform. He actually has a Carnival card, so I guess it doesn't really matter if he gets an inform or not, which he will, because he picked up a goal and 2 assists in Napoli's 4-2 win. We have 89 striker Mertens, whose card actually looks very good. I feel like he would be better at cam, or like as a left cam or right cam, something like that, instead of like an actual striker or an actual center attacking midfielder. But he would be great because of that pace. But yeah, looks like a very nice card. Now this next one I'm actually kind of excited for. I actually got his 84 rated striker card and I never used it as a red card, but he still looks like a very good card, and he did very well this weekend for Bournemouth. We have 86 rated striker Joshua King, whose card looks in my opinion, it looks incredible. 92 pace, 86 dribbling, 87 shooting. Like, man, I want to actually go back on FIFA and try this card. Even though Bournemouth did tie 2-2 this weekend, Joshua King managed to pick up a brace. He managed to score a penalty and then just score another goal in the 81st minute. Very good card. I think this is his third inform, maybe his second. I think it is his second, actually. His second inform. And he's gonna be an absolute tank. That pace and physical combination is gonna be deadly. This next one, man, this one makes me happy and it's actually pretty cool to see. But he already has a flashback card, so you guys might not really be that interested. But West Ham did play on Saturday against Huddersfield, and Huddersfield actually almost got the 30 points, which is kind of crazy, man. Huddersfield, of course, only have 14 points and are bottom of the Premier League, and played against West Ham at London Stadium, but West Ham managed to pick up the win because of this guy, 84 rated striker in form, Javier Hernandez Chicharito, who managed to pick up a brace in about 6 minutes in the final dying moments of the game. It was actually 3-1 Huddersfield. West Ham were losing. Ogbonna scored in the 75th, 3-2. Javier Hernandez scored in the 84th, 3-3, and then he scored in the 92nd, 4-3, and gave them the win after being subbed on in the 46th minute for Mikel Antonio, man. It's just crazy how this guy scores, how good of a finisher and how clinical and how clutch he can be at times. And yeah, man, props to him and West Ham fans. Now, this next card actually looks pretty solid and it's going to be nice for like hybrids and linking and having fun and having like a nice sweaty player to have. We have 83 rated center attacking midfield, Defrel, who has been all around the park, I believe, in Serie A. He's played for a couple of different clubs, but now he is at Sampdoria with one of the top goal scorers in Fabio Quagliarella. And Defrel actually has been moved to Cam because he needs to accommodate for him and Quagliarella and Gabbiadini now. But Defrel played Cam, got a goal and an assist in Sampdoria's 5-3 win against Sassuolo. Very, very good game, man. 8-goal game that game was, and Defrel managed to pick up a goal and an assist playing right behind the two strikers, and he looks like he could be a great like wide cam because he could probably cross in with his left foot, and his agility and pace and all that stuff would be great for a wide player. Now, speaking of players that have like the pace, the passing, the skills, the agility, and all that stuff that can play wide but are actually central players, thank you. Okay, now we're back. We have a guy who has not really been playing that much or getting that many special cards or scoring that many goals just because of his teammates that usually score more goals than him. But he finally had a very good performance this weekend, and he's getting another inform after getting a UCL, like man of the match, a normal man of the match, and a bunch of other stuff. We have Angel Di Maria, 90 rated striker, who managed to pick up 2 goals and an assist in PSG's 3-1 win, I believe it was, over the weekend. And he's going to be a striker. He played striker, and he actually looks like a very, very good card. 90 rated with 91 pace, 87 shooting, 91 passing, 92 dribbling. He only has 2-star weak foot, which kind of sucks, but I feel like he's going to be kind of like this OP kind of hidden player, kind of like a Robin style player we can cut in and just finesse. And then last but not least, we have my favorite card, my favorite player in the world right now at this moment in time, and he's been my favorite player for years, and I just love how he plays. I love his attitude, and I don't know, man, it's just something about him. He looks like such a cool dude, and he's such a good player. I just love the way he kind of uses, you know what I mean. He, like, when he has the ball, what he does with it and how he plays. He's just such a great player, man. One of the best dribblers in the world. But we have 90 rated center midfield Isco, who's going to pick up an inform this week, most likely. Might not, but he most likely will. In a 2-0 win, Real Madrid did beat, who did it beat? Celta Vigo at home, and in a 2-0 win. Isco and Bell scored. Now, Isco or Bell could get the inform, but I've chosen Isco. So yeah, guys, this is where I won the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This team of the week is looking great, so I'm excited because we could be having Foot Birthday as well drop very, very soon. Tomorrow is looking the day it's going to drop, but it could be Friday as well. I'm not too sure. EA are weird, so they can do it whenever they want, honestly. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. I'm out.